little video on the key set for the van. The gold key here operates the main entry door. It's the only gold key on the key ring. The main entry door lock on the outside sits like so. When the handle's sitting out like this, it means it's unlocked. It's just a case of popping the key in, quarter turn to the right, handle drops in. She's now locked. It'll always drop down when it's locked. And then to unlock again, quarter turn to the left. Easy as that. Shouldn't need to force it. It has been temperamental from time to time, but it'll just be a case of either it's not closed properly or just needs a little bit of gentle persuasion. This little key operates this drop down table, which just drops down like so, bolts away, and then you just need to lock that in place before you take off. Then we have a couple of silver keys, the one of which has got C23 written on it there. Corresponds with the locks on this side, which have C23 on them as well, and that opens the gear boot on this side. And then we have on the other silver key, which corresponds with B32, corresponds with B32 on the lock set there. The operation of these locks is just simply pop it in, 90-degree turn, and they're locked. Same on this side. Tend to find they're a little bit stuck. Just give them a wiggle. Sometimes you've got to give them a pop to get them to close, but essentially you just want them in that downward position, locked before you take off. And then once you get to where you're going, you can pop them open like so. Turn them 90 degrees and then they shut down. Try not to release the doors from up top, let them bang down, because if they bang down, the hinges tend to give way, and if the hinges fall off while you're out, that'll be a bit of an exercise in getting those replaced. So we've got this little white key which is used to gain access to the water fill point, and it's just slots in a little keyhole there. Turn it 90 degrees and open. B32, I always think of B on the key to be back, and this is the back of the van as opposed to the front where the door is. Also opens the little latch to the toilet canister in there. I've got a separate video that sort of runs through the operation cleaning of the toilet canister. Yeah, in essence, in a nutshell, that's the operation of the keys for the van. Sorry, there is one more. That is this one, which operates the Hitch lock, which we supply, which I'll show you in a second. This is the Hitch lock, and it essentially just pop the key in, sits up like so, and then pop it across, put it in place, and then turn the key with it locked in, and that's the hitch lock secured, which means somebody can't pull up and hitch the van up and take it away. So if you happen to have to leave the van somewhere and put this hitch on, it's probably not going to survive an angle grinder. Probably give them a hard time with a hacksaw, because little I haven't put it on, there's a little steel shroud that sits over that piece, which make it a little bit hard to cut through. And then it gets tampered with, it starts to beep at you, and you'll hear it if you're sleeping in the van. Carries on like so. It's supposed to persuade people not to steal it. And then again, to take it off, it's just a matter of sticking the key in, dropping the pin out, and then it lives in this little carry case box down here, which I store under the master bed in the van.